Hey YouTube, Omar here coming at you with my official 2013 MLB preview, kind of a rough preview for all 30 teams. I'm going to do a strictly Mets preview tomorrow, which is Saturday, and I'm not sure what I'm doing Sunday yet, but here we go. Let's start in the AL East. This is an interesting division. It always is. It's always at the beginning of the year, one of the divisions they talk about as being a competitive division. And this year there's a lot of question marks there. I mean, let's go with the top storylines. For the Blue Jays, it's the new acquisitions, mostly from the Marlins, Josh Johnson, Jose Reyes, Emilio Bonifacio, all guys that are going to start on this team and make a big impact. Also, R.A. Dickey from the Mets in that trade. So the new acquisitions, how good will it make the Blue Jays? Next, the Yankees. Is their window closing? I mean, with Teixeira, Granderson, Jeter, all these guys hurt to start the year, are they going to have a bad start, and can they overcome a bad start? The Red Sox. How much will the additions of the likes of Shane Victorino really impact a team that really underachieved last year, and will they get back to the playoffs where it seems the Red Sox belong? Next up, the Orioles. Can they duplicate their success last year, their Cinderella success, and can they find more consistency from their pitching? And finally, last but probably least, maybe not least, the Rays. I mean, will the pitching be as good without James Shields? So let's get down to the standings here. The thing is that I'm not really a firm believer in the Blue Jays. Um, the thing about it with me is that when you trade for a bunch of players that played on a team that finished last in the NL East last year, I don't understand how that makes you a great team. However, they did trade for some great players in a deal. I love the addition of Reyes and Bonifacio. It's real speed. They've got great power hitters now and some great pitching. So the thing is that I don't see the AL East being as strong as it usually is, and I see the Blue Jays taking this division. In second place, I got the Rays because I think David Price is going to have another great campaign. I mean, this guy has turned into one of the really top three elite pitchers in the baseball right now, and I think he won the Cy Young last year for the AL. I'm not really sure, and he's a solid pitcher, and I think that with the Yankees, I really believe. You know, I'm a Mets fan. You might think I'm just talking. I really do believe this year the Yankees aren't going to be as good. I do have the Yankees finishing in third. I won't get carried away. They will finish in front of the Orioles fourth, and then the Red Sox fifth. This is a tough division, and I think the Orioles and the Red Sox could go either way. I really don't like Victorino that much in terms of Red Sox. All right, so quickly, AL Central. I'm not going to talk too much. I'm just going to give you my prediction. I really can't really think that the teams off the top of my head. You got the Twins, the Tigers, the White Sox. Who else is in there? Hold on. Let me think. Anyway, it doesn't really matter. My pick is the Tigers, far and away. Don't even want to discuss the rest of the division. Detroit Tigers, lock for the AL Central. They get the two best players in baseball, according to ESPN, and I wouldn't argue with that. Miguel Cabrera and Verlander are two solid players. Not to mention they have some talent around them. Prince Fielder. These are guys that, Prince Fielder is no scrub. So, yeah, I think definitely the Tigers have a great chance of ending up in the World Series. In the AL West, you got a new addition, the Houston Astros, and basically what they're going to do is just get free wins to the rest of the division. The Mariners are starting to come on up a little bit. I think the main storyline for them is when are they going to turn the corner into a team that can compete? Then you got the Dodgers and Angels, the two teams stacked with line. You got Greinke for the Dodgers. You've got Hamilton for the Angels. You've got Kemp for the Dodgers. You've got Pujols for the Angels. You've got Trout. It's just awesome. Those two, LA, it's gonna be a great rivalry between those two teams, and Actually, what am I saying? What am I saying? The Dodgers are not in that division. The Angels are in that division, but it will be a great rivalry between the Angels and the Dodgers this year. Pretty sure they are protected rivals, so they do play. But yeah, the Angels are definitely stacked. Of course, last year with the Pujols acquisition, the C.J. Wilson acquisition didn't work out too well. And this year, my one concern for the Angels is their pitching. How solid will their pitching be? Um, Otherwise, you got the Athletics. We know what the Athletics can do after last year's stunning playoff run and AL West run, which was really led by their pitching. And their young rookie pitching really did a great job last year. And then who's the other team in there other than that? Anyway, whatever. My pick to win the division is the Angels. Um, sorry. Sorry, Athletics. It's not going to happen this year. The addition of Josh Hamilton, I think, is going to be really big. As I said, my only concern is pitching, and it's really going to come down to that for the Angels and their success. They're not an 100-win team, but I don't really expect the Athletics to be as good. Now we go to the NL East, the Mets division, and as much as I want it to happen, I picked the Mets to. I mean, I don't want it to happen. I picked the Mets to finish fourth. I have the Nationals, then the Braves, then Phillies, Mets, and Marlins. I think that the Mets could be finished in front of the Phillies if things start to go right. The Phillies are definitely on the way down. Don't get me wrong. Chase Utley, Ryan Howard, these are guys. Well, I'm not sure about Ryan Howard, but definitely Chase Utley on the decline in his career right now. Of course, Roy Halladay's having some problems in spring training, some stomach flus or whatever. Cole Hamels, Cliff Lee. I mean, these guys will be gone soon. But my worry is the Nationals. I mean, they've given the blueprint to the MLB on how to do well, you know. You get a couple of good first overall picks doing really terribly. They built through their farm system. Now they're bringing it up, and they're really a good team. And with the acquisitions, they're just even better. Span, Soriano, that bullpen is untouchable. The starting pitching's unbelievable. Strasburg and Gio Gonzalez, arguably the best 1-2 punch in baseball. They've still got a great lineup. Harper in the middle of there. Zimmerman. I mean, this team is 100-game winners written all over it. And I think they not only take the NL East, but I also have them taking the World Series this year at this point. In the NL Central, it's a little bit interesting. You got the Pirates out there, and of course the Pirates, the team one or two acquisitions and one or two good rookie call-ups away from making a playoff appearance for the first time in a very long time. They had a productive year last year, but couldn't put it together at the end to get to the playoffs. I think that they really have a fighting chance in the NL Central this year. I mean, the Cubs, again, a team that's going to just hand out wins to every other team in the division. They're not there yet, not even close. You can just look at their pitching staff and tell that they're not even close to where a competing team needs to be. The Brewers, that's another team that you never know. They could always turn in a good season. They seem to always be around. But I think, who else is, I'm trying to think. Oh, don't forget, though. Not so fast, Pirates fans. The Big Red Machine is stacked this year, and they're going to do serious things. I love the hitting of the Reds. I love Heisey and Votto and Bruce, and those guys are really solid. Brandon Phillips, you can't forget about him. How much will that be able to carry them? I think they have good young pitching, Mike Leake, guys like that, and just enough to edge the Pirates. Although I do think the Pirates could get a wild card spot this year. And finally, in the NL West, this is the Dodgers division. Finally, I messed up before, but now we're in the Dodgers division, and I think they're going to rule out there. I mean, it's the Dodgers, the Giants, and I do like the Giants a lot, but I think really, finally, the acquisitions are going to pay off for the Dodgers. The only concern really with them, for me, is injuries. How much will the injuries affect this team in the long run? We know Kemp had some problems last year. Greinke can have some problems. The new signing, big signing. But Kershaw, Greinke is, again, one of the best 1-2 combos in baseball. Matt Kemp, a great hitter. They have speed in D. Gordon. And I think they'll just barely edge the Giants for the division crown, although the Giants will make the playoffs and probably will threaten. But, yeah, that's my MLB preview for now. I got a Mets preview coming out tomorrow. Got my 6 division winners in. Got a little preview on a little bit of each team. Um, 2 worst teams in baseball, Cubs and Astros. Maybe Rockies, I'm not sure. And yeah, I'll get the Mets preview to you guys tomorrow. See you guys.